Welcome to Inside Pitch. We're going to be here all season talking baseball with Lynn Worthy, our Post-Dispatch columnist, just back from Jupiter. So, Lynn, we want to pump some sunshine and we want to point to some cloud cover here. So let's start with the happy stuff. Victor Scott II rose up in spring training again, and this time he sustains it. He raises his hand. He says he wants to be the center fielder. Looks like he's going to get that chance.
Yeah, and I was a little bit surprised because I thought just logistically with some of the logjam they had with players that he was going to get boxed out and have to go to AAA to get everyday playing time. But they made the decision that seemed like everybody was, feeling like they had to make, which was put him in there as the starting everyday center fielder. He had a great camp. He's obviously shown in the past his speed. He's won a Gold Glove in the minor leagues for his defense, but this time around, the bat has been consistent, at least in spring training. He made some swing adjustments at the end of last season, and they're rewarding him for, basically coming back and putting together the type of spring that was, basically just undeniable. So it was great to see that he did that, and then instead of, okay, well, because he's going to play every day, we got to get him to AAA, it was like, no, put him in the big leagues and let's see it.
And Ali Marmol wants a more athletic team, a more dynamic team. And with Victor Scott II in the lineup, along with Mason Wynn, you certainly have that element. And Lars Nootbaar at the top of the batting order. Looks like he's going to roll into the season with more athleticism.
Yeah. I mean, you can see some more base stealing. You see some, and defensively it should help out because defense has been one of those areas that in recent years you've seen ups and downs. I mean, you saw what difference that made. We had Michael Ciani out there last year in center field, was a Gold Glove candidate up until late in the season. Now you get another guy who can play that type of defense, but then also, you're not waiting on the long ball all the time. You can gotta get on base, cause havoc. Maybe he puts, pressure on the defense with bunts. So it's the type of baseball that I think Cardinals fans have been used to in the past.
All right, let's bring this down a notch here. Sonny Gray has a terrible spring, and he can't quite get his velocity up, and he's apparently battling some illness at the end as well. How concerned should Cardinal fans be about the ace starting pitcher on this team?
Well, early in spring, I literally wrote the column that was like, okay, it's not time to worry yet. And, we talked to Sonny. He talked about how he was, I think he used the term guarded because, last spring training he was injured, didn't make it out of spring training. He referenced that he'd had that a couple times in the past, so this year, more guarded with it. So you figure, okay, the velocity is down, he's not going full bore. It's to stay healthy, makes sense. And then by the end of spring, his last start, he says, well, he's reaching back for it and it's not there. And it's like, oh, well, that's a different story right there. So the week before the season starts, your opening day starting pitcher tells you that he just doesn't have it when he's reaching back for it. Reason for concern.
Yeah, when he starts sounding like Adam Wainwright, I'm going to find a way. And Adam at times did, and at times he did not. We know Sonny's a preparation freak, and he takes every start so darn seriously. But it's still, we've seen what this looks like before.
Yeah, and like I say, it's reason for concern, but it's not, I don't think, panic. I mean, like, if that means that his velocity isn't quite going to be what's been in the past and he's got to figure some things out, guys have figured it out. I mean, not just Wayno. You see guys as they get older who don't have the same velocity. They still have success. They just have to, I think Sonny used the term pitch. You just have to pitch. You have to be able to mix things up. You have to be able to sort of like set guys up. You have to be able to, not rely on blowing it past people. And so Sonny knows that. So I think that could be something that he, a pivot that he makes. It's just going to be maybe a little hairy for a couple of starts there while he's figuring that out and making the adjustment.
Well, we're going to see soon enough about Sonny Gray, about Victor Scott II, and about the Cardinals this season. A very interesting team. Lynn and I will be here all season on Inside Pitch. A reminder that you can get all of our extra stuff that we do on the Cardinals on our digital edition right here at stltoday.com. The digital edition of the Post-Dispatch. We appreciate everybody's support of local journalism. Keep coming back, and we'll keep trying to give you some insight. Lynn's the man. He'll be back. We'll see you next time.